Hi, my name is Monica Gans along with Jada Cummins. We are presenting the 13th Amendment. This amendment brought slavery to an end in 1865. The 13th Amendment was brought up at the end of the Civil War. The Civil War was fought by the North states, which was also known as the Union, who were against slavery, versus the South states, who were known as the Confederacy, and they wanted slavery. The Civil War is known as the bloodiest war ever fought on American soil. It killed 2% of the U.S. population. Almost every single day during the war there was a battle or some small scrimmage somewhere in the country. This became a total of 18,611,865 battles. The Union won more of these battles than the South. The first Battle of Bull Run made people rethink the role that slavery played in creating the conflict. In September of 1862, following the Union victory of the Battle of the Antietam in Maryland, Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. This was a presidential proclamation and executive order issued on January 1st, 1863. This changed the federal legal status of more than 3 million enslaved people in the designated areas in the South from slave to free. It had the practical effect that as soon as a slave escaped the control of the Confederate government by running away or through advances of federal troops, the slave became legally free. This was clearly stated by Lincoln in the document when he said and wrote, "I do order and declare that all persons held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are and henceforward shall be free, and that the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authorities thereof, will recognize and maintain the freedom of said persons." The Emancipation Proclamation did change the conflict from a war whose objectives included the abolishment of slavery. This brought up adding the 13th Amendment because Lincoln knew the proclamation would need to be followed by an amendment to ensure the end of slavery. A Republican victory in 1864 presidential election guaranteed the amendment's success. We do agree with the amendment because it helped African Americans be free and they deserved it. It also helped Americans because after it was passed on January 31st, 1865, and ratified on December 6, 1865, the war was over and the North and South could work on being one country again. If this amendment was not passed, or our country could be in a forever lasting war and we could possibly be under two different rulings.